Whoa. Welcome, everyone. It is Friday. Here is today's art. It's me, as usual, as a Stitch kind of thing. I don't know. We got the bonk redeems there. Okay, I think the redeems are broken. I don't know why the bonk keeps redeeming, even though there's nothing showing up. Oh, okay, no, I know what it is. It's because this thing. It's because it's messed up. Great, now everything is broken. It's because I'm on the VTube Studio beta branch, and every time I open it, there's a pop-up that's like, hey, you're on the beta branch, just so you know. You're on the beta branch. And then once that pop-up is up, redeems just don't work. I have to remember to go into the menu and click OK. Why am I on the beta branch? Because I had to test some stuff. The VTube Studio API. There were some API methods not available on non-beta branch. Anyway, now I have to like reset everything. Man, alright, hold on. Let me redeem the egg. Redeem the bonk. Wait, hold on. That's not how it works. Wait a second. Hold on, hold on. Ah man, okay, this one, click this. The egg should go away. Okay, and then I reload. And then I dispose of the bonk manually. Okay. Anyway, welcome Duck, welcome Stream Elements, Cole, Tag Barrel, Yurga, Potato, Crespi C, Cat with Numbers, Zoe, Capelucci, Watch Precure, Chicken Coop Enjoyer, and Slime Molder. Yes, everyone's here. And Brooke, welcome Brooke. Anyway, we're gonna continue with more of this game, Stitch. Did you know that World Blood Donor Day is July 14th? Hey, wait, sorry, June 14th. That's today. Wait, that's spoilers. Today is World Blood Donor Day. It honors unpaid blood donors for their priceless life-saving contributions. One blood donation can save up to 3 lives. The world record for highest blood donor is this guy. Donate his blood 131 times. Is that a lot? That sounds like a lot, but also it seems like it would not be that hard to beat, right? I don't know. Well, I guess given, yeah, it's like it doesn't feel that high. But also, aren't there like limitations for like how frequently you can donate blood? It's like once every 3 months or something, right? So it's like if it's 131, if you were to donate blood, and you probably have to be above a certain age, so you can't donate like right as you're born. So let's see, if it was, let's look this up. How often can you donate blood? Every 8 weeks. So 8 weeks. 8 weeks times 131 is 20 years. This doesn't sound like that much. You could totally beat this record. Come on. Anyway, we're gonna play this one. Welcome Cole as no, you frick, I greeted you twice. You were like the first one. The second person I greeted you twice, man. Like 30 years? 4 times, no, it's like every 8 weeks. Anyway, that's cool. Remote work, that's nice. Okay, so we're here today. Play this game. It is Friday after all. It's one of those days where it is the end of the week and you have to wonder, did we really accomplish that much this week? Just don't know. Also, yes, the week did seem to go by very quickly. It's already Friday. It kind of felt like, you know, I don't know, it just flew by. And, you know, next week is gonna be like already June, mid-June. We're already mid-June. Does it count if you donate someone else's blood? I think that doesn't count. It's like a totally separate thing. Also, did I greet Rojo Mild? I don't think I did. Welcome, Rojo Mild. But yeah, that's this week. Many days this week. Good times out here on the Wolfie stream. Yesterday Twitch introduced some new functionality. Apparently you can donate bits and creates like a very large emote, or there's like an emote celebration or something. I don't know. But I remember I checked. I was opening OBS yesterday. And I think Namai did it. Yeah, it's like that. He redeemed Ballin even though I wasn't even streaming. And then I was like, what the frick is that? And then I had to check the functionality. I was like, wait a second, this is a new feature. Look at that. People watching the VOD or on YouTube, you don't see this, okay? This just looks like a regular size rat to you. But on Twitch, it's a huge rat. It's like maybe like 5 times the size of this rat. If you refresh, it also disappears. That's kind of messed up. Regular, yeah, they didn't even update mobile. Kind of messed up. Anyway, I saw many people were complaining because, like, apparently there's no way to disable this. It's like the only way to sort of opt out as a streamer is to set it to like some really high value, and even then the highest value is like 10,000 bits, which is $100. But like that is a lot, but still there's no way for streamers to say like I just don't want this to happen like at all. You know, there's other effects. It's not just large emotes. They've got like, I don't know, decorations, fancy chat messages and all that. Welcome Deffins. And yeah, I could see it being annoying. Strange that they did this though, without telling anyone. And also, I don't know, they chose default values and it's like, I don't know. Welcome Wishy Wishy as well. But yeah, that's the thing. I think you can set cooldowns now. That wasn't a thing when I checked yesterday. But I think now you can make it so it can only be redeemed like once every however amount of time. And I guess you could set it to something large, but I think the maximum is like 7 days. I don't know. Yeah, you should be able to opt out. It should be opt-in by default. I don't know. They went too far with this. So much money and can't figure stuff out. Yeah, they're like, how can we make more money? Just by doing this stuff, you know? Only the on-screen one can have a cooldown? Oh, I see. I didn't realize that. Okay, so like the one where you have a large emotes, you can't even set a cooldown? It's kind of messed up. Anyway, I've seen many people redeem them in large streams. Northern Line also, in today's stream, he set it to the maximum value, and still people were donating for it. It's like, man. Everyone was redeeming it, and then he set it to like $100, and like I saw at least one person. They redeemed it after. It's like, man, you spent $100 to redeem a large emote? That's crazy. The mobile app became TikTok as well. Yeah, I've heard many people talking about it. But my mobile app is still the same as it used to be. So I don't know. This will be the last regular Wolfie stream to watch before you work. Unfortunate. Unfortunately, we do live in a society where people have to work. Would I spend $100 on NL? I probably have already spent $100 on NL. I've been subbed for like, I don't know, years at this point. I've probably spent more than 100. But not for like bit redeems or anything. I don't know. Let's see, I like the feed feature, but not as a main page. Issue with Twitch is not the lack of cool features, it's that they don't let people choose. And like they always like test things and then they determine that these things aren't being used, but then like not everyone had access to them. It's like moments. I remember when Twitch moments were a thing. I always talk about this. I'm like, remember Twitch moments? I was looking forward to getting that and never even got access to it. And then they were like, we're gonna discontinue it because not enough people were using it. I'm like, you didn't even give me the chance. I would have used it. It would have been so cool. But no, they refused. They did not even let us. That's the messed up part. What are they even gonna add this time? Actually, it is a bit surprising that they rolled this out like without any sort of like previous announcement. It's like during like TwitchCon and all that kind of stuff, right? They usually announce this kind of stuff. They're like, oh, we're planning on adding this thing. Look out for it in the next few weeks or months. And this one was just like, hey, guess what? New feature that no one asked for. And also no way to opt out. I don't know. Strange. Anyway, that's society. That's the way things are going now. I don't really know. Anyway, we do know though that this has to go here, right? No, it could go here. Actually, maybe it is this. Maybe this is the correct one. Maybe they have a bigger surprise planned for TwitchCon. I don't know. Maybe they do. It didn't feel like the last TwitchCon was that long ago, right? And also, wasn't it also in California last time? I remember getting those banners that was like, hey, check it out, TwitchCon San Diego is happening. I was like, wasn't it in San Diego last time? Vegas? Okay. I guess to me, I'm just like, it's on the West Coast. It's all the same to me. This is not. It was. That's close enough to California. Somewhere out there. How did they even measure usage since something like 90% of streams don't get over 5 consecutive viewers? I mean, I don't think it's that hard to measure usage. They probably have stats on everything. Everything you do on any website, they're tracking like everything. I'd be surprised if they didn't have metrics on usage. Realize why other people stop moving it around. Wait, hold on. They realize why other people stop moving it around. So is Rotterdam into Rotterdam in Europe? Like the convention? Like having the convention in the same place every year? I don't know. What if they have they ever had it in New York? What has been all of the the previous locations for TwitchCon? Previous TwitchCon locations. Okay, here's all of them. I feel like most of them were in California, huh? Let's see, okay, all of them. San Francisco, California, San Diego, California, Long Beach, California, San Jose, California, San Diego, California, Winchester, Nevada, San Diego, California, Berlin, Germany, Amsterdam, Netherlands, Paris, France, Rotterdam. Okay, so they've never had it on the East Coast. It's always been in California and like the surrounding areas. Kind of messed up. Not everyone is in California. It's pretty far from most of the countries, right? It's like... I wonder what percentage of Twitch streamers are like in California. I don't know. Or like what percentage of Twitch streamers are West Coast US? Why did they keep having TwitchCon instead of Twitch Pros? I just don't know. No, they have esports tournaments. Those are where they hire the pros. And cons are for everyone who's not a pro. Are flights to Vegas cheap? I have no idea. I've never been to Vegas. The biggest board game con is in Indianapolis, which is a nice central location. Indianapolis. What else is in Indianapolis anymore? Do people go there? I guess it is a big city. Do they only count new features based on how streams use them, or do they make an accurate breakdown based on usage and amount of viewers? I don't know. They don't usually disclose that kind of stuff. I feel like most businesses tend to not tell you the specifics of how they make decisions. That's just how they do it. They just choose to do things arbitrarily. It's true California has a lot of cons, like how expensive it is. I get it. Cons, like bad things, I get it. Also, yeah, you need a car to get anywhere. That's another con. A lot of cons about California. I don't know, but people don't even leave the con much, do they? Like in Indianapolis. I don't know. Who even goes? I feel like every other week we're talking about a convention. So many times on the Wolfie stream, we're always like, oh, what's the deal with conventions? Location of conventions, remember going to a convention? Anyone ever been to a convention? Stuff like that. What's the deal? There's always a convention happening. This is the biggest board game con in Essen, Germany. Essen, I've never even heard of that place. Essen, what about A through the other letters? Never been to a con, but I get the impression that 90% of the time is spent in a big building, so it doesn't matter what's going on outside. I guess that is true, yeah. Especially if the convention is in a hotel, and you don't even need to leave the hotel. It's like how, was that con that just happened? Off-Kai Expo. Is this Among Us? Do you see that? Scroll up. That looked like Among Us right there. Like, that place took place in a hotel, and, you know, no one needed to leave the hotel. It's a big anime convention in Colorado, July 4th weekend. Which one? Hold on, this is literally Among Us. You see that? This is the backpack? This is like the Among Us. Up there is like the eye. Welcome, Taffy. I don't know. I feel like in New York, though. Conventions in New York, people do, like, do stuff outside the convention center. It's like, it's pretty easy to get around, you know? I don't know. Welcome, Michael. Depends what you're into. See, look at that. It's Among Us. Okay, but then it's not Among Us. It was Among Us until I finished that last piece. Convention centers have outside area within the premises, so people do go outside. Yeah, sometimes people gotta go outside for food. Gotta go outside to get to their hotel. Maybe they go sightseeing. Vegas TwitchCon was probably an outlier, since I did see people doing standard Vegas things while they were there. Yeah, they're probably like, oh, we're in Vegas, we might as well gamble. We might as well go to a buffet, right? I guess it kind of depends on the location, right? If it's like a city that's like there's not too much going on, then probably a lot of people don't leave the convention center or hotel. But if it's like a big tourist destination, I would imagine like people go to the con, and then once it's done, they do other stuff. Go sightseeing, go walk around, go look at things. A lot of stuff to do. Fan Expo Denver. Never even heard of it. Would I go to TwitchCon if it was in New York? I don't know, maybe. It's possible. Welcome, Paladin. It's a cool puzzle concept. It is pretty nice. I do enjoy it. It's one of my top games in recent memory. Love this one. The actual term for this kind of puzzle is Shikaku, S-H-I-K-A-K-U, if you want to look it up. If you were interested in this type of puzzle, squares on a grid, there it is. Yeah, there's things happening. Yeah, it's not just for this game. The unique part about this game is that it's not just a grid, right? They got, okay, this one's kind of a grid, but a lot of them have unusual shapes. The regular one is just a grid. They just got squares. This one's a bit fancy. They got, you know, other shapes. But the concept is the same. Anyway, yes, it is in fact Tuesday. Tuesday. Why did I say Tuesday? Why did this guy just say Tuesday? Doesn't he know it's Friday? Anyway, it's Friday. Good times. The weekend's coming up. Tuesday. It's not Tuesday. It would never be Tuesday. Yesterday I was in the office, you know, as usual. I actually had a salad. It's been a long time since I've had a salad. And yesterday I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have a salad. And then I had one and I'm like, man, this was like actually pretty good. Welcome, cow friend. It's like, it had quinoa. I always feel like I want to pronounce it quinoa. It's spelled like quinoa. It's pronounced quinoa, which is kind of weird to me. And had that. It had, I think it had like string beans. It had spinach, I think. Oh, was it spinach? I don't even know. No, it wasn't spinach. What's the name of that? Is it arugula? Hold on, let me look this up. Arugula. I think it was arugula. Or something shaped like arugula. Anyway, it's pretty good. What's my favorite salad? I don't know if this is like a standard type of salad, but one of the salad places I used to go to, it had this like, you know, now I don't even remember the name of it. It had like this sort of like chipotle-like dressing. It had like, it's kind of like a Caesar salad, I guess. It had chicken, breaded chicken, and some kind of, I feel like the dressing is really what makes a salad. I don't know. And then another place I used to go to where you can like make your own salad. I guess in a lot of places you get to make your own salad, but I usually ended up just getting the pre-defined ones. But you know, I used to get this one that was like either romaine or spinach, and then I would get Caesar dressing. No, was it Caesar dressing? I don't know. I don't even know. And then it had corn and a chopped egg. Well, the whole thing was chopped, but an egg was added as well. Some cucumber and some cheese. Gotta have cheese. I don't even know what else there was. Anyway, it's been a while. And it was good. Yeah, quinoa. I was also, when I said quinoa, I was also like, that sounds like quinoa. Anyone else have a favorite salad? If you were to go to a salad place, what would you choose? I'm not really a big fan of like vinegar in general. I know a lot of people, they get like salt, pepper, vinegar on their salads. Not me. I don't know, just never really been a fan of the acidity. Burger, that's not a salad. Actually, I guess it could be a salad. If you just chopped up a burger and put it with like lettuce, I guess that would be a burger salad. Ooh, taco salad? You ever have a taco salad? Those are pretty good. Brussels sprout salads? I've never even seen that. I've never even considered the possibility. Potato salad? I feel like potato salad is like a different type of salad. It's kind of like, you think of like macaroni salad, potato salad. I feel like when most people say salad, they usually mean the kind of salad that has like lettuce. Or some kind of vegetables. I guess potato is a vegetable, right? But does the salad have to be chopped bits? If you take a burger and swap the buns for lettuce, does it become a salad? It doesn't have to be chopped. A lot of places do just have salads that are just like unchopped. I feel like it tastes better when it is chopped though. Because like, I don't know, then all the parts mix together evenly. And then also the dressing is distributed better. I don't know. I feel like if you just swap the buns for lettuce, it becomes like a wrap, in my opinion. A lettuce wrap. Even if it's not really wrapped. Like, I guess it could just be like a sandwich. Would it be a sandwich? If you had... Does a sandwich need to have bread? I don't know. We simply just don't know. Anyway, salads are pretty good. Chicken. Chicken is nice. The alignment chart, the salad chart, the bread chart. Anyone out here eating bread right now? What is the best bread? I don't even know. I don't even know the varieties of bread. Some people out there making their own bread. I don't even know. Pasta salad. See, now that's like a different thing. It's like a different type of salad. Michael might start learning Haskell. Good luck with that. Well, I feel like you already know Elm. The syntax is pretty similar. Should be fine. You just gotta learn about the different things. Salad fingers. Simulder had a bagel earlier, which is basically bread. It pretty much is bread. It's definitely one of the types of bread of all time. Wait, I also had a bagel today. I usually eat whole wheat bread. I get some yogurt. I also had yogurt yesterday. You know what's cool? I think after eating plain yogurt for like several months now, I am totally fine with the taste of it. When I first started eating it, once I started going into the office and they had like plain yogurt, I would just eat it. I would usually mix it with like something else. But since like the past few like weeks, I've just been eating it just regular on its own. And now I'm like, this actually tastes like pretty good. Welcome Hamflow. I think it's because, you know, your gut biome like reacts to things. Like, okay, you're eating this stuff. We're gonna adjust things. Now your brain thinks it tastes good. It's crazy. Apparently Elm is based on Haskell. Made me want to learn Haskell. It sure is. Isn't Elm written in Haskell? Or something like that. I don't know. They're all in those ML style languages. Hamflow is here. There he is. There he is. Is it? I think it is. You look it up. Do you ever wonder what Elm was written in? GitHub Elm. I think it is in Haskell. If you check the Elm compile, look at that. It is. The Elm compiler is written in Haskell. The GitHub repo, 95% of it is in Haskell. It's there. You could check it. Just look up Elm compiler. And it's there. What do I do here? So, no, I guess this doesn't have to be there. This one does have to go across. Wait, does it have to go across? Where else could this be? It has to go across. But then how does... No, it doesn't. It can go down here. Oh, I was so mistaken. Didn't even realize. Wolfie didn't even know. Can't believe this. But now he knows. Now he figured it out. He has all the knowledge required to solve this. Great. Great times. Alright. Anyway, I did a lot of programming at the office. I was so productive today and yesterday. writing a lot of unit tests, doing integration tests, writing Scala. Good times. Using the big table emulator. Do I use a task management app? No. What do you typically use that for? Just like to do? Like, here's a thing I should do on this day. Scheduling things. I just write, like, all the things that I need to do, I just add a to-do in Logseq. And then if it's due on a certain day, I just put the date in the to-do. And then when the date is coming up, it'll just show up on that day. And I'll know. And then once I'm done, I just click on it and then it marks it as done. But yeah, I don't use anything fancy. I've never really had much of a need for it. Sometimes I just take notes in the Notes app on iPhone. But that's for like really short-term stuff. Anyway, I know a lot of people, they use Notion, right? They use, I don't know. I remember when one of the first jobs I worked at, one of the people used to have a Jira board for their own personal chores, and I was like, that's kind of funny. They would create a ticket for like doing the yard work, create a ticket for like, I need to fix the sink. That's crazy. You would have a custom Jira board for that. Can't believe this. It's like the only time I've heard of someone using Jira outside of work. I guess people use it for like software stuff, but like, you know, you don't typically see it used for for anything outside of like the work/software. Try to use a Kanban board. It's kind of neat. There's Trello, there's Asana. I don't know. Slimemolder's a pretty disorganized person, so he feels like he needs one. Maybe. I don't know. Whatever note-taking app you use, like if it has functionality where you can tell it things that you need to get done, you could use that. It's kind of neat. It's just that my life doesn't need task tracking right now. Yeah, but then like when you do, then you're like, oh, I wish I had something that could do this for me. Right? What do I have written in my to-dos? Let me check my task track. To-do recharge battery. I didn't do that. To-do update V2 Studio Rust library. I did that. Let's mark that as done. To-do American Airlines miles expire in September. Okay, I need to get on that. To-do submit reimbursement form. Okay. To-do update Mastodon. To-do renew American Airlines mile. Okay, I wrote that twice. A bunch of other stuff that's not really relevant anymore. Anyway, I got a bunch of stuff there. It's useful to see all the things that you need to do. And also when you added them to your to-dos. You know, a Kanban instance running on your server. What the? I don't know. There's many things you could use. What's the best one? What does everyone use for things? Who's out there organizing things? How even do people organize? Imagine not organizing them. Imagine not even taking notes on things. How will you know? 10 years from now, you'll be like, oh man, I wish I knew what I was... the things that I cared about on June 14th, 2024. If only I had taken notes. If only I had taken notes on what Wolfie talked about on his stream. And then you could look back at it. You'll be so glad that you did. And you're like, oh, but that sounds like so much effort. I don't want to put effort into that. I could be doing other stuff. Well, if you started taking notes today, you could see the benefits long term. Now is the best time. Would recommend. It's so useful. See, remember, like, I started using Logseek. Now I can be like, what did I do on this day last year, right? Actually, I wonder what let's check that out. On June 14th of 2023. June 14th. What was I doing on this day? Oh, I was doing interviews. I remember this. Had an initial phone discussion with a company I applied to. I played catch and release. It was a Wednesday. What did we talk about on this stream? Job searching. There's a bear. We talk about what fly fishing is. We talk about me. Oh, this was when the Akira meme was out, where he said "leave me alone," and then there's a flashback. Whereas Kanban, it's a way to organize tasks that you need to do. It's like a to-do list, but then you got different states for like to-do, done, working on. It's very common. It's one of the ways to organize tasks. It's common in software as well. Sometimes people, they're like, I gotta work on this ticket. I finished this ticket, what should I work on next? You just see what's next and then you pick it up. Post-its, you know. Anyway, notes are useful. Would recommend taking notes. I have notes going back so far. The past 20 years. Originally came from Toyota's production line. Yeah. A lot of useful functionality. I think it's cool. Does this go? Does this even go this way? It can't. Wait, then where could this even... This 5... Hold on, this 6 has got to go here. This 5 must go vertically. Anyway, yeah, I remember when I was in college, in one of the humanities courses I took, we had to like do a presentation. I forget what the class even was, but we had to do a presentation on something. And the thing that I had to read, it was like a book called Kaizen or something. It was about like, I don't even remember what it was, but then there's like something, there's like a company and they use these processes. They did a presentation on it. Really goes to show you. We learn things in school, don't even remember. It's literally what that is. Kaizen. Is that what it is? Is that where it came from? Hold on. Kaizen Kanban. Is that it? No, Kaizen is from continuous improvement. The benefits of Kaizen and Kanban: increased motivation, growth mindset, acceptance of new ideas. Anyway, that's one of the things I learned. I did a whole presentation on it. They have 5 W's. Do you know this? If you want to improve a process, you gotta ask yourself 5 questions. There are 5 W's. The 5 W's of Kaizen. First W is why. The second W is also why. The third, fourth, and fifth ones are also why. And that's all you gotta know. And so you ask a question, you're like, oh, why is this thing inefficient? And you're like, oh, it's because the workers aren't working hard enough. And then you're like, but why? And then like, oh, it's because they, I don't know, because they're not motivated. And it's like, but then why? Like, oh, because, I don't know, because we don't give them a rewarding, I don't know, task structure. It's like, but why? Oh, because the management isn't incentivized to do so. But why? Oh, because we're focused on profits. And then that's what it is. It's like, oh, because you've asked why 4 times. Now, why are we so focused on profit? Because society. So now you gotta be like, oh, okay, so we gotta get rid of society. That's why it's effective. Because you're like, okay, but like, why is this a problem? And then once you ask many questions, then you're like, oh, I see. This is the root cause of the issue. It's all because of society. Toddler technique. No, but it's, you gotta think of that. So simple. Have you used Docker? I sure have. You know, like many software developers definitely have. Welcome to Namaya. It's a site. Welcome Chocojax as well. Right? Yeah, what's the deal with this site? Installed Docker to run something but couldn't figure it out. Well, I don't know what to tell you. There's got to be lots of tutorials out there. It's quite simple once you know everything there is to know about Docker. Once you've learned literally everything there is to know about this software. If we get rid of society, you won't be able to make the society joke anymore. Why wouldn't I? I don't see why I wouldn't. You can still joke about society even if we don't live in it. In fact, I would say it's maybe even easier to joke about society when you're not living in it. Don't live in a society. No, we do though. You wouldn't because no society. Yeah, but then you'd be like, what's the deal with society? We do. Oh, because I wouldn't be able to say we're living in a society. But I could still say, what is that thing I say? It says a lot about society. Right? If society doesn't exist, I can still say that it says a lot about society as something that doesn't exist. Docker, I hardly even am aware of how it works. We can all be nomadic individualists going Lamau society. Yeah. This thing looks so anime. You seeing this? Anyway, Kaizen sure is cool though. If only I remembered anything that I learned from that course. I wonder if do I still have that presentation? I don't know. They're just like, oh, here's ways to improve your processes. Focus on like manufacturing at companies, but then they were like, hey, wait a second. These things we learned can also be applied to other things, such as your personal life, such as interpersonal relationships, such as your improvement in your career. Kaizen Mori. No, that's Kaizo. It's a totally different concept. Why would Mario even do that? But yeah, good times out there learning things. Anyone learn anything cool recently? See, this is another thing you can take notes on. If you ever wondered, like, oh, if I learned something, I should take notes of, right? Let me consult my notes. What have I learned recently? Let me check. Today I learned notes that I took. Here's the references. Yesterday I learned that there's a song called Sukiyaki, which I actually apparently knew. I didn't know that was the name of it. It was a song. It was the first Japanese song to hit the US Hot 100 list of popular songs. It was the first non-European language song until BTS's Dynamite in 2020. The original song came out in 1963. Yeah, it wasn't even called. See, is this a popular song? Does everyone know this song? I was watching an Abroad in Japan video yesterday, and he was like at a Japanese karaoke place, and then he sang it. And I was like, oh shoot, wait a second. He was like, oh, here's a song that everyone knows because it was really popular. And they called it Sukiyaki in the West, even though in Japanese it was not called that at all. The song has nothing to do with Sukiyaki. They just named it that because it was Japanese. It makes people think of Japan. And then he started singing the song, and I'm like, wait a second. I know that song. Why do I know this song? I guess it's just a popular Japanese song that I probably have heard somewhere. Anyway, it was popular. Isn't there a tofu dish called sukiyaki? It's just like a Japanese dish. But yeah, it was pretty well known. And then there were many covers of it that became popular in the West. I'm like, yeah, that's a good song. I should listen to it. With no society it would be like going, why does this thing suck because the goose and the overlord? I don't even know what that means. And maybe that's what you meant. Because if you say a thing and it doesn't make sense, it could be because it doesn't exist as a concept. Or maybe it does exist and we just don't know. Anyway, that's one thing I learned recently. Another thing I learned was Spine 2D. Think about how a lot of people rig things in Live 2D now. Like, I don't know why I pronounce it like Live 2D now. It's that for games, a lot of people use this thing called Spine 2D. I learned that last week. And it's like, apparently that's what they use in Cult of the Lamb. That's what they used in a lot of other games. Like, wow, this seems kind of cool, actually. It's kind of similar to Live 2D, but also not. In the sense that you rig, it's more similar to 3D modeling than Live 2D is. You put bones on the character. It's like, instead of controlling things based on parameters, you control things based on bones. And then they deform the mesh to fit the location of the bones. Something a lot of people in the industry are trained on Spine. Live 2D is not as adopted by the industry. Yeah, I feel like Live 2D is like mostly just popular in like VTubing and anime communities. Whereas Spine is like what people actually use for video games. I didn't even know this. I'm like, this thing is like so popular. Why have I never heard of it? I guess because like I don't know game dev. Apparently it's very well known. See, Hamplo says, speaking of spines, I've learned that the giraffe had the same amount of neck vertebrae as humans. What the? Why is that? Are humans just giraffes but smaller? What if you could stretch a human's neck to be the same length as a giraffe? Has anyone done that? I was listening to Brian Tsui's stream the other day and learned of it. I feel like I've heard of it even before that and just forgot. It's like, it seems kind of cool. I'm like kind of interested in learning it. And also, I like the fact that it's like a one-time license. Like, it's not like Live 2D where you have to pay every month. It's like, what is that, $20 a month or something to use Live 2D for rigging? I'm like, ah, man, I don't want to do that. I think Spine is like a one-time payment of like $100, which I think is kind of nice. Live 2D is toxic licensing. I don't like the Live 2D license. It's like, if anyone who doesn't know how Live 2D licensing works, I guess like if you create software that uses Live 2D, you also have to pay them. Denchi knows this very well. He has to pay Live 2D royalty fees just to have Live 2D in VTube Studio. But also, if you are rigging a Live 2D model, you can use the free tier. This model that I'm using is entirely within the free tier because my model is not that complicated. But then if you don't pay for premium Live 2D or whatever it's called, your mesh can only have like your texture map or whatever it's called can only be a maximum of 2048 by 2048 pixels, which for most models probably is not enough, but mine works fine. Anyway, but I was like, if I want to rig something more complicated, like if I want to have like a frame by frame animation, rig every possible frame, I have a hand-drawn thing, I can't possibly do it in the free tier. Anyway, but yeah, Spine, like if I wanted to write my own program, I could just use Spine. How come 2048 isn't enough? No, it's like all the parts, you don't understand. If you've seen what a Live 2D atlas looks like, it does not, it's not just the size of the model. right? Like if this was in the entire sprite sheet, it's 2048 by 2048, like that'd be fine. But then you have like the hair is like one part, and then like the face is another part, and you can't overlap them in the texture atlas. It's very complicated. Let's see, they have a licensing diagram. You probably can't even create a program that competes with their editor. They can't do it. Even, remember that one time when someone found like a vulnerability in Live 2D? And then like apparently they weren't even allowed to do that. You aren't even allowed to make like a Live 2D model outside of the software. It's kind of messed up. And he was like, oh, but if someone modifies, if someone like generates their own Live 2D compatible file using their own custom written software, you're not even allowed to do that. Oh, look at this, the heart. This kind of looks like something from Kirby. It's kind of cool. Wait, I didn't mean to go to the next one. Are there any competitors out there? There is an open source one called Inochi 2D, but I don't think anyone else uses it. Very few people use it. You're not. I think the format is not protected. The SDKs. I think the format is protected. I think there was some drama about that. When that person found the vulnerability in like a Live 2D model, I think it's something like if someone loads a specifically crafted Live 2D model, it causes like some kind of like memory exception or something, which is unsafe. I think they try to like go after him because like they're like, oh, you're not even supposed to be able to do this outside of our software. I wonder if I can find it. Live 2D vulnerability. A response to the Cubism core vulnerability. Security vulnerability discovered in Live 2D MOC3 format. This allows malicious files to overwrite memories and essentially run spyware. Cubism core makes no attempt to do bounds checking. See, okay, here's what it is. This person said they're working with a closed source format that is only supposed to be read-write by their closed source tools. In the past, they've threatened legal action at someone just trying to document the formats. Imagine if someone digs at it more, they'll find Live 2D is stressing user input in general. Anyway, they've done legal action on stuff. A programming language called D? There sure is. That's what Inochi 2D is made in. Apparently the D programming language is very toxic. D, what about C? C, what about C++? What about B? What about the other letters? People who try to exploit vulnerabilities probably don't care about the rules. Yeah, but then you could be sued. They could totally sue you. Half the users are Lena anyway. Isn't it Lena? Asahi Lena? There's another one that's Luna, maybe? Is Luna the fox girl or something? Isn't Lena and Luna then? Anyway, let me hydrate. It is 6 p.m. after all. Alright. Luna's the fox girl who made Inochi. Lena's the girl who doesn't. Yeah, but like that, her model is also made in. Asahi Lena's model is running on Inochi 2D, so they're both valid. Anyway, what else is going on? Yeah, but you said half the users are. I don't know, whatever. something. This isn't even valid. Inochi has also been forked because point 0.9 is taking a new direction. Half the users of D out of, oh, I see. Oh, that's what you meant. I thought you were talking about Inochi. Anyway, I don't know. I've heard development has stalled because it's not, or like due to lack of funding or something. But I don't know. Well, unfortunate. There's not many competitors in the VTubing space. Live 2D, it's pretty much live 2D or nothing. I'm like, I kind of want to learn Spine. It seems kind of cool. If I can write my own custom things specifically for myself, it'd be kind of neat. Would it be pretty cool? Okay, this is totally wrong. I wonder if there's other... Are there any other VTuber models made in Spine? Probably not, right? Because you would need custom software for Spine Tuber. Man, I have to undo all this. We gotta do contradiction strats here. Lack of funding and help. Man. Software. Alright, what are some obvious things we can do here? This 12? I think this 12 has to be here. No, it doesn't. It could be here. This 12 has to be either here or here. Now, if it was here, then this 4 would have to be... Yes, then this 4 would have to be here. This 3 would have to be there, this 6 would have to be there. And oh, but then this 2 can't be there. Okay, so now we know, due to contradiction strats, that the 12 has to be here. He trying his best to organize his thoughts on Inochi 2D. No opinion. 6 has one option. The option has to be here. True, it does have to be there. So this one has to be there. 14 only has one spot. So it can't be there. I guess it does have to be here. Right, because it can't then be... Yes, it does have to be there. Been meaning to try it, maybe I will just do it. What's the worst that will happen? Well, the worst that would happen is that you invest time learning software that eventually becomes deprecated or like unsupported or whatever. But I mean, I guess that's fine. Whatever. People do that all the time. Okay, what else can we do? This 8 has to go here. This has to go. This then has to go there. All of this is so simple. Making a good point. Yeah, but like it's open source though. So it's like, you know, if it's unsupported, what if you just learn the software? Find out how to do it. Also, I did something wrong here. This is not valid. Hold on, hold on. This 8, okay, hold on. We've determined this is valid, right? So like this 8 has to be here, right? And this has to be here. This 6 has to be there. Has to be there. This has to be there. Okay, I guess I assume this 2 has to be here, but it doesn't. But this 7 does have to be here. And so this 6 has to be... Wait, it does have to be. Wait, hold on. Wait, this is fine. Wait, is this fine? This is not fine. How did this happen? What did we do? Hold on. Is this not here? This can't go there. This can't go there. did peek at the D tutorial. It's not a terrible language. I don't know. It seems very niche. And also knowing the community is toxic for some reason. Okay, we got the 12. And determine the 12 does have to be here. Then this one has to go there. This has to go there. This has to go. 14 does have to be here. So this has gotta be there. Gotta be there. Is that true? Is this even true? Is that 12 was here? Do I remember where the D community's toxic came from? You could probably find it pretty easily. Yeah, look at that. D community toxic. No, it's just, if I just look up D community, it just brings up a lot of unnecessary or unrelated things. D&D, Helldivers 2, Mordha, this is unrelated. D language. D. Popular. Is D that bad? D. I forget. There was something about it. I think Luna was the one who mentioned it. I'll probably search something related to that. I don't know. It's been a while. Yeah. I don't know if it's true. I've never interacted with them. But anyway, that's a thing to consider. Anyway, what else is going on? We're talking about software, and people that are uninterested in software, they're just like, I don't even know what he's talking. What the heck does he mean? D as a language? Live 2D? I don't know, Live 2D. Spine? What even is spine? Humans have spines, so true. We do, in fact, have spines. Anyone out there without a spine? It's just a joke. I say everyone has a spine. Actually, that's not true. I shouldn't just assume everyone has a spine. Many people have spines. Welcome, Hongtown. I hate software, but I'll still talk about it. Classic moment. Something about that D-Line forums. Any invertebrates out here? Anyone out here without a spine? Any spineless individuals? Show yourself. Tag yourself. Such a software that requires you to log in and have a subscription, and you don't even get a free trial when signing up. I hate that. I hate when you don't get to try out software. Like, how do I know that it's worth spending money on? I don't. Anyway, yeah, there's many, you could look it up. I don't know, there's many things going on. Worm is now allowed. You can now legally say worm on Twitch. Wait, this is it. Why did I not get this earlier? I feel like I just did this by accident. What was I doing wrong last time? 2 goes up, this 6 goes there. I don't know. Marcan. I know Marcan. Like, personally. I physically met him in Japan. I didn't even know he was famous. I just knew him as a Precure fan. Yeah, I got a fan. And I was like, well, this guy has 40,000 followers on Twitter. What the frick? I'm like, oh, this is the guy doing all this crazy stuff. Hongtown said, I wanted to test a Wi-Fi scanner. The only software was at least a decade old. Didn't even show Wi-Fi names. Wi-Fi scanner. People out here scanning the Wi-Fi. Marcan is also doing M1 on Linux. I know what he's doing. I know that guy. Anyway, good times. What about retro? Let's do a retro one. Games and hobbies. What about this one? cassette player. This one's pretty simple. What's everyone's favorite software? Have you used software recently and thought, man, this is good software. I'm sure I'm glad I used this. Sure am glad I was made aware of the existence of this software. I've been using Fish Shell recently. Pretty nice. Fish Shell? Fish don't have shells. Wolfie, what are you talking about? Everyone knows. Everyone knows fish have shells. Shellfish. I think the most I miss about pre-Musk Twitter is Morcan posting stuff there, since I'm on Fetty now. Good times. Yeah, that's one of the people that actually left Twitter. Everyone is just like, man, Twitter sucks. I hate Twitter. And then they stay on Twitter. I'm also one of those people. But like, you know, some people, they're like, Twitter sucks, I'm leaving. And then they actually leave. And then they actually don't come back. Like, that's great. Good to them for sticking with their morals. Everyone else, they're cowards, myself included. I'm just like, oh man, Twitter's gotten so much worse. Slime Molder left, but still get highlights from others. Yeah, you get to watch Northernlion streams and his clips, and then it's just like, oh, did you see the tweet about this thing? And then he explains the clip. And then you're like, oh, good thing I don't need to go on Twitter. All the good tweets are already given to me in an easily digestible format. It's an Apple Silicon Vulkan implementation now for Linux. Good times. Good times developing software. Anyway, since they removed the ability to see other people's likes, everyone has just been responding to tweets with the Miiverse yeah image. Have you seen that? Send you that. Everyone's doing it. Good old Miiverse. Good to see Miiverse legacy still exists. Miiverse lives on in all those people's tweets. I'll be honest, I don't understand the hate about removing lights. I also personally don't really care. I never really check people's likes. So like, I don't know. It doesn't make a difference to me. Miiverse also had a sad yeah. Yeah, Miiverse had like, I feel like other platforms need to, like, I don't know, there were a lot of good ideas with Miiverse. Like the fact that the way you react to a post is like, it depends on how the post creator set up the tone of it. Because like you have yeah with the exclamation marks, you have yeah with the ... you have yeah with like a sad face. It's kind of like one of the things that gets lost when you're creating a post on social media. Everything is like a like or a heart. And it's like, it doesn't really express the intent, right? If someone posts something sad, I know it's accepted now that if you like a post, it's just to show support. But like, you know, someone's like, oh, I'm feeling sad right now, and you like the post, it's like, I know it doesn't imply that you like that they're sad, but then just the fact that they're called likes, you know, it's like that. Whereas if it was a bit more like, you could choose what emotion to express with your reaction. It's like Discord, right? Discord and other websites, you can customize the emoji reactions. Slack, whatever. It doesn't just have to be a like. Post whatever emotes you want. It's like Facebook. Does Facebook have custom reactions? Welcome, Denchi. Yeah, you could post a large Choco J dog. if you want. You do so much stuff. You mean they should go Reddit? Reddit, that thing. Does Reddit have that? Oh, you mean the thing on Reddit where you pay money to give them Reddit silver or whatever with the custom reaction? Do you want to post a large Choco J doll? But you just did. So VOD watchers and YouTube viewers, you don't even get to see it. You don't even get to see the large Choco J dog. It's just regular size. And that's what's messed up. See, and now now VOD viewers, you're like, oh, I wonder if Hamflo just posted a large Choco J dog. I wonder if Namington posted. You don't even know. I won't even tell you. These could all be large and you wouldn't even know. Not even large on mobile. Kinda messed up. I was here for Bing Dong. Man. I don't know. We don't even know. No one here even knows. Large emotes. What's gonna be next, huh? What even could they possibly add to Twitch? Can we brainstorm absurd ideas? Maybe. Small emotes. They're already small though. What, you mean small, even smaller emotes? No. Spinning. Oh, horizontally flipped. That's already a thing. What about emotes where you can overlay them on top of other emotes? Also welcome Rondo. What about emotes that have other effects? I don't know. Giant emote that pops up on the stream taking the entire screen. But they have that. Isn't that already a thing? Isn't that the thing that you can pay bits for and have emotes pop up on the screen, obstructing everyone's view, possibly causing epileptic seizures for people who aren't aware that this is a thing? Emotes over emotes sounds like you're mixing Unicode modifiers wrong. No, this is already a thing in 7TV. There are some 7TV emotes where if you post it after another emote, it just overlays it on top of it. It's kind of cool, actually. There's some that are like, you know, a camera taking a photo, and then if you post an emote of a person like just standing forward, looking at the camera, and then you post the camera emote, it looks like they're taking the photo. And then there's one that's like a rave, where if you post a dancing emote, there's like the raving one, got like flashing lights. Like the ice one. I don't even know. Never even seen it. Also, what do I do here? What even does one do in this situation? Could this be here? It can't be there. Couldn't even be there. This has to be here. No. No, this could not be there. This can't be there. This couldn't even be there. Is this incorrect? Is this not even right? No, this gotta be right. It has to be this. What if this is this? What if it's actually, it can't be. Could not possibly be this. What if they added, what if you could pay bits to become stronger in real life? You pay bits and then suddenly your muscles become huge. You think they could do that? What if you could pay bits to order food delivery for this stream? What if you could have Throne built into Twitch? You can buy things. for the streamer using bits. Welcome, good cat. Treat stream, that is a thing. I heard there was a data breach with Treat stream. People who are not aware, Treat stream is a service where you can buy like snacks for a streamer. And I saw a tweet the other day. This must have been like a month ago or 2 months ago, where someone received a Treat stream delivery that was intended for like someone else. It had like their personal information listed on it or something. It's like, oh, I just got someone else's treat. And I also now know their real name. Wow, that's crazy. I know all about your treats. Denchi wishes he had some snacks right now. You could go get them right now. If you're gonna dox someone, at least make it intentional. Yeah, unintentionally doxed. Don't even. I guess it is 1 AM over there. You could still get a snack at 1 AM. Oh, that's a huge emote. Huge nodding emote. The VOD watchers don't even get to see it. They don't even know how huge that emote is. Can't believe this. Hold on, what do I even do here? How does this even work? It doesn't. This simply does not work. It's impossible. This is an impossible puzzle, the likes of which no one has ever seen before. What the heck? Oh, you can also redeem... Oh, okay, I thought that was like a modified emote. I thought that was a squished emote. No, that's just swole dropped tongue. That's Puro's tongue. But huge. Can you... Does that work for modified emotes? Like if you do like a squished emote, can you just do like a large squished emote? Or like a large sunglass emote? I don't know. That'd be hilarious. I don't know. What do I do? Does anyone know? Can any backseaters here? Is this even possible? This is definitely possible, right? The 4... Wait, oh, it's probably this. That's probably all this is, right? It does work. Then there's a large dancing emote. Oh, this is all it was. Okay. Yo. Look at that. All these modified emotes. This is how streamers can trick others into donating money. They're like, oh, what if you could do this? Can you redeem this thing? I want to see. And then people do it. You're like, aha, you were tricked by me. Me asking whether it's possible to do this, and now you have donated money. Streamers could do it. Wait, can you? I don't think you can. Can I do this? Can you? Hold on. I don't want to pay bits for this. Okay, I don't have 40 bits. If I try doing... Oh, but I can't even see it. Gigantify emote costs 30. You know, I don't care that much. Last I checked, you could only modify an emote once. You mean like you can't stack emotes? Or you can't stack modifications? Yeah, that's true. I already knew that. You could modify the same emote with different modifications. Could definitely do it. Anyway. I don't know. Anything else cool happened recently? Any other notable events we should all be aware of? Let me check my notes. My notes of all the interesting things that happened. We talked about hidden likes. We sure did. Unless you have something else to bring up, then we can return to that discussion topic. What else did I do? Nothing. I already talked about all this stuff. That's what I tried, but that was with channel points, not bits. Huh? Bits? Modifying things? Gigantify emote? What if they had the ability to make the emotes even larger? Even larger than the largest possible size. So large that it doesn't fit on the screen. If you reload the stream, the giant emotes go away. Yeah, they didn't think everything through. Classic Twitch behavior. Just releasing functionality, not even completing it. Getting people upset about it. And then having to like walk back the decision. They do tend to do this a lot. What are they thinking? If you were in charge of Twitch, what would you improve? Is there a system that you're like, man, if I was in charge of Twitch, I would definitely fix this thing. I would definitely work on this functionality. It's the most anticipated feature. Spam bot blocking. Gift sub. What about the gift subs? I would like them to allow streamers to set the price of their subs. If I want to set my subs to $1, they should let me do that. I think that'd be cool. I feel getting gift subs for streams I don't follow is odd. Well, I mean, you've checked out the channel. I think that's fine, because that encourages people to check out the channel. The thing where you make a clip and don't click publish and it's published first, I think they're actually doing that. I saw a tweet recently that was like, they're making the change so that if you don't click publish on the clip, it doesn't actually get published. And I think a lot of people were not aware that that happened. A lot of people, they would click the clip button just to see like something that happened in the past 30 seconds that the streamer wanted to hide. And then they just click it, and then they don't go to delete the clip, and the streamer gets to see. They're like, oh, someone, this person tried to clip this moment. The setting where I only get random gift subs if I follow. Oh yeah, you can set that. If you don't want gift subs for streams you don't follow, you can set that. I didn't know that was a thing. But I will never feel like setting that, because why would I not want a free gift sub? Of course I would. Anyway, it's time to go to Picross. Let me switch the category over. Picross S2. It's crossing time. The pictures are here and they're ready to be crossed. Okay, gotta pause the music. The music is now paused. Yeah, free emotes that I will never use. Sometimes I use them. I'm so glad that ChocoJax has an I can't emote now, because I've become so reliant on using Nino's I can't emote, and like she's not one of the people that I'm normally subscribed to. Like I only get gift subs to her. So now I finally have an I can't emote that I can consistently use. And I think that's great. It's so versatile. that. Look at all those emotes. And I guess you could be like, but Wolfie, you already have your own I can't emote. It's literally your own. But I'm like, I don't want to use my own emotes. Imagine me out there using Wolfie emotes? I would never. Wolfie, that guy's cringe. Think I would ever use a Wolfie emote? I don't think so. Yeah, Woozy. Imagine Woozy. It's woozing time. What if they had an official Twitch Woozy emote? Would they do that? You think they would ever do that? I just don't know. Choco J Woozy? Choco J Dog Woozy? What if the dog was Woozy? Have you ever considered this? What if the dog was real? Choco J Dog real. Like a real dog. What if Choco J Dog is already real? Would that be so scary? If such a dog existed in real life. That would never happen. They would never do this. Unless announced Choco J Dog plush available now in stores, in a store near you. Choco J Dog isn't real. It's not real. What are your thoughts on Chalter? Choco J Alter? It's very different. Woozy Dog? It's a doozy. I get it. That's the combination of the letters. Letters from one word superimposed onto the next word. It is a thing that many people do. It goes back many generations. A pastime that everyone understands. Everyone knows. They're like, I can't wait to combine two words into one word. Portmanteau even. That's the term for it. Why? What even is the etymology of portmanteau? So I would imagine portmanteau is not the combination of port and man and toe, but rather a unique set of words. I guess we'll never know. Just no way ever to find out this information. So we don't live in the age of technology. We're just left to wonder what it could have been. What even it could have been out here in this world. And the streamer is out here just saying words and letters and numbers. Such as 3. That is one of the numbers. Portman. Portable. Portman Horse Beach. Portable. Persona 3 portable. Poor table. Wow, what did they do to that poor table? Where's he going with this? Where's Wolfie going with this? What's he talking about? What's the deal with this guy, man? Phone autocorrected toe as portable? I can't believe this. Why would they do that? Why would they ruin a joke like that? Have they no consideration for the jokesters around here? Newspaper headline. Wolfie, cooking or cooked? I don't even know how to cook. Is anyone here cooking right now? What's your favorite thing to cook? The best thing you have ever cooked in the history of time? Curry. Curry's pretty good. Why is it that someone asks questions? And I'm like, yes, I'm cooking. You are literally cooking. Cooking e-ack Twitters? What does that mean? What did Loki mean by this? I love cooking e-act tweeters. I do that. I do who up cooking right now. Relatable moment from the Breaking Bad when meth guy says, Jesse, we need to cook. You know, everyone knows that part. I've never watched Breaking Bad, but I know Walter, that's his name. Walter Whitman. Yes, that's John Meth Man, and he's the guy who says, Jesse, we need to, that's his catchphrase, we need to cook, Jesse. I keep thinking his name is Jesse because I always associate him with saying Jesse, and then I'm like, wait, his name's not Jesse. He just happens to say Jesse a lot. Jesse is the other guy. Jesse the Pink Man. That's the guy from that thing. That's so true. Wolfie, that is in fact a sentence that you just stated. Is he having a stroke? What's happening? Yes. No, I'm not having a stroke. Jesse, we need to cook. Exactly. Wolfa. You need to Picross. Good times. Good times. Everyone knows Picross. Walter Whitman. And his wife, Skylar, right? Skylar Whitman? Is that her? Here's everything I know about Breaking Bad. You got Walter. He is a high school teacher who is creating meth in his lab. Got Jesse Pinkman. That's the guy who is... He says, yo, and stuff like that. And then you got that guy. I don't know his name, but he is well known for playing villains. And then you have Walter's wife, Skylar. And that's all I know. That's literally everything there. And then there's that one part where Walter falls down on the floor. There's one part where he's in the car and he's like, Jesse, he doesn't know, you can't do that, Jesse. Jesse's not even aware of this is the thing you're not supposed to do. And then there's also Hindenburg, uncertainty principle, is that a thing? Heisenberg. And then there's also Hindenburg? No, that's a different thing. And then you have the part where it was dubbed to sound like an anime voice acting. Walt Whitman was relevant at one point in the show. Is that not his name? Hold on. Breaking Bad Walt. Oh, it's Walter White. Okay. See, you might have thought I was just making a joke this whole time by calling him Walter Whitman. I thought that was his actual name. It's Walter White. Okay, yes, I did know that. At some point, I did know that, and then I forgot. Then who's Walt Whitman? Hold on. Walt Whitman. An American poet. Oh. Okay. Well, now I know. What the? Hey, do you see that? Somehow this thing just filled in the spaces even though I didn't want it to. What happened? Welcome, Nanodan. Jesse Pink and Walter Whiteman? You can't say that. I guess you did. You did just say that. Jesse Pink, man. That man, how is he so pink, man? It's Kirby. Kirby's the pink man. And yet you're telling me Jesse is that? You said it first. No, you said it. I said pink man. I don't know. I guess I did say it. You just typed it. I said it out loud. It's fine. It's totally fine. We got the one right there though. Too much flamingo. Where did they even go? Flamingos, where even does it? If you were a flamingo, how many shrimps would you eat? Did you see that one tweet about a flamingo photo winning a contest for AI generated art, but then it's actually not AI generated? It was a real photo, and it won an AI art photography contest. It really says a lot about society. Really goes to show you that art made by humans is something. It really says something. I'm not sure what it says, but it means something to someone. And I think that's cool. Welcome, Isterids. Is it? Wait, hold on. I think I might have been pronouncing your name wrong. Is it Isterids? It's Icterids. I think I've been reading the T and the E reversed. Icterids. It is Icter. Oh, then I've been saying it wrong. What is my favorite thing about society? I like nothing. I don't like anything. I don't even enjoy anything about society. I can't even think of anything. What do you like about society? What's the best part about society? Having the support of people? Community? I don't know. Interactions with people? And living a fulfilling life? I don't know. Food? Food is pretty good. But you could still have food outside of society. I guess then you would just need to do all of it yourself. I get no, it is the fact that we have a system where we can choose not to do things, but then other people will handle it for us. That is the entire reason for money. But then it's like, oh, but Wolfie likes the concept of money. He enjoys the economy. No, I just like the idea that you can use money to pay for goods and services. Otherwise, if we didn't have that, we'd have to do everything ourselves. We'd have to barter. We'd have to be like, oh, I want to have like some music playing. And then you have to be like, oh, but like, I don't have an MP3 player or like a phone to play music on. Oh, but how do I get that? Oh, you gotta find, I don't know, you go to the company that makes them. And then they're like, oh, what do you want for this thing? They're like, oh, I don't know, I kind of want to get some, I don't know, I'm interested in getting some seashells. And then you're like, oh man, I gotta go collect some seashells on the beach. And you're like, oh man, it takes so long to get all these seashells. If only there was there's like a currency that we can use, like money or something. And then you're like, oh man. What if instead of giving you seashells, I give you this this piece of paper that represents the concept of seashells? And you're like, I don't like that. Okay, but what if I just gave you, we just got rid of the money, we just give you a card that has a digital representation of this money. It lives on the cloud. And you're like, whoa, what the heck? It's not even real? How can that even be? Streamer's going insane. What's happening? That's what this is what happens on streams. When you give someone the opportunity to talk long enough, they just start saying crazy things. They're just like, I don't know, man. Society, we got money and symbolism. The concept of exchange of goods and services. Kaizen. 5 W's. Economies of scale. So true. What about the scale of economies? What's the best part about economy? Is there even a thing? If someone's gonna say something about planes. You'll be like, oh, economy. I like that it's better than the cheap tickets. It's not even the cheapest ticket. Actually, I don't know. I always forget. What is the cheapest? What is the name for the cheapest tier of plane tickets? Is it coach? Economy is like one above coach, right? But to me, like, economy just sounds like it's economical, so it seems like it'd be the cheapest, but it's not actually. But like, why is it called coach? Is it even called coach? Am I just making this up? Does anyone know? Anyone familiar with planes? And then you have first class. Obviously, first class is the first class. Like, what's after first class? It's not second class. They can't just call it second class. It's gotta be like... I don't know. Let me look this up. Tiers of plane seats. Economy. Wait, economy is the cheapest. Then what the heck is coach? Coach plane seat. Is that the same as economy? Oh, it is the same. See, that's what. Okay, that's why I was so confused. This is a term that's interchangeable. Some people call it coach. Some people call it standard. Wait, coach, standard, economy, main cabin. Okay, so it's the same. Now that explains a lot. I never looked this up. I always thought they were different. Okay, so you got economy, premium economy, business, and first class. Delta labels it basic economy. And anyway, now I know. Now we all know. If you learned something here today, you know that economy and coach, they're literally the same thing. Even though they have different names, they're definitely the same concept. And you will never be fooled. If someone tells you otherwise, you tell them. You tell them. I learned on the Wolfie stream. They're totally the same thing. Welcome, Jose. The more you know. What is the end of that sentence? People always say that. The more you know, but like that's not even a full sentence. I guess it is. Is it a full sentence? The more you know? It usually implies there's something after, right? The more you know, the more comma, something, dot, 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 something. It's like, I don't even know. The more you know, the more you know. But like that is so true though. And knowing is half the battle? That's not even it. It's from a children's education show. No, I know what it's from. It's that thing with like a shooting star in the text, but like, what does it mean? Let me look this. The more you know. The more you know is a series. Oh, it's just the name of a show. I didn't know that. Wow, I had no idea. It's a series of public service announcements. Oh. I thought it was just a thing shown on a screen that was like, the more you know something. Meaning. What does the phrase the more you know mean? How should I... ... The phrase became more popular because of a series of public service ads. The intimation is the more you know, the better off you are. Is that it? The more you know? For example, snake venom can kill you the more you know. Well, like, I know when the term is used. And I know what it implies. I just don't know what they meant originally. As the completion of that sentence. Anyway, doesn't really matter. Does anything really even matter in this world? Yes. There are many things that matter. But is that one of them? Maybe. Maybe it is. Okay, what do we do here? What does anyone even do? In general. What are you doing? Who's out here doing things? We got the 2 though. The 3. What if I start doing contradiction strats? This 3 was there. That's totally valid. Watching Wolfie stream. Is that real? I think it's thunderstorming in real life. I hear thunder. No, it's definitely thundering. 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Thunderstorm. It's so humid. Humidity 66%. Wow. Can't believe this. Can't believe they would do this. During my stream. They couldn't have waited until my stream ended. So inconsiderate. Should have known. They should have been like, oh, Wolfie streaming? Oh, we can't have a thunderstorm now. We gotta at least wait until 8 PM Eastern. I don't even know. Okay, we got the 3, we got the 2, we got a 1 and a 1. That's right, the 1-1, if you will. Everyone waits for that moment. Part where streamer says 1-1. Every Picross stream, it's gotta have that. We got the 2, we got this one, we got the other ones right there. Okay, what else can we do? What could you do? If you were in this situation, someone had a gun to your head and they were like, solve this puzzle right now, what would you do? Would you be able to solve this puzzle, given your knowledge of Picross? Or would you die? Or would you suffer the consequences? I would simply solve. Yeah, but like how? How would one do such a thing? The 3. Wait, this is probably something, right? You got the 3, you got the 2, and the 3. Yeah, this is totally a thing. Look at that. Bottom row. That's probably a thing, but first let's do this. The 2, that's a 2, this gotta be a 2. This can't be, this cannot possibly be there. It has to be there. So this has to be there. Is that true? Did I just make that up? I don't know if I did. Okay. 1, 2, 2. No, that's not any. This is not even. Oh, okay. No, then it does have to be. This thing does then have to be here. Has to be here, right? And then this has to be there. You can't fit another 2 there, so it can't be there. So this one does in fact have to be there. True. This has to be there. Ingenious. That was probably better than what I did here. And this one has to be there. No other possibility. Simply impossible. Anyway. It can't be there. Who is really to say that this thing can't be there, huh? If it really wants to be there, I feel like it could. Do you all get this impression that, like, if you set your mind to something that you can do it? You know, a lot of people don't think that. A lot of people, when you tell them, like, programming's not that hard, they're like, oh, I can't do that. My brain simply doesn't understand programming. And I'm like, that's not true at all. Pretty sure if you attempted it, you would be able to do it. It's just that, like, you're not willing to put in the time and effort, and that's also fine. Not everyone has the time to learn things. But just to say that you're not able to ever do it, it's like, I don't know, it's kind of, it doesn't feel right to me. It's my pet peeve. People saying they can't ever do things. It's like people say, man, I wish I was good at art. Oh no, I don't have art. No, you're not saying you wish you were good at art. You're just saying you wish that learning art was a lot easier and took less time, or that you knew how to do it immediately without putting in any effort. That's a valid opinion to have, but also, you know, sometimes you gotta put effort into things. I hate when people don't just say that. I hate when people don't just say that they don't have the time and interest. People should just say how it is. Yeah, right. When people say their brain is simply not built to handle it, I'm like, that's stupid. It's not true at all. Yeah, effort. It's ironic because I'm the one who's usually like, oh, that's effort. I don't want to put effort into this thing. But like, that is like better than saying I could never do this. It's like, I personally have the mindset that like, if I really wanted to do something and I was willing to put the effort into it, I probably could. Maybe not literally everything, like there's probably some things that are physically impossible, like, you know, I don't know, running as fast as Usain Bolt or whatever. But like, you know, most things that ordinary people can do, like a lot of people that I could probably do to give enough time and effort. But then, you know, there's things that I don't care enough to put this much time and effort into. I feel like people have a better understanding of effort in some things. It is true. I guess it also depends on how complex the thing is. But then it's usually just something like vague, like, you know, art or programming. You know, if it's something that's like, oh, I could never, like, I don't know, become a top researcher in, like, physics and win a Nobel Prize. And, like, okay, yes, maybe that for most people is impossible. But if it's something like I could never program or I could never, like, do art, it's like, nah, I think you can do it. It's like, oh, I could never be the inventor of electricity. Yes, that is in fact true. But you know, you could learn about electricity. You could do art. Anyway, yeah, there's things I'm just like I'm not good at a lot of things, such as, you know, like fighting games. I've never really bothered learning fighting games. Mostly because, like, I don't really feel like putting the time and effort into it. I'm sure if I really wanted to and I invested a lot of time into improving, and then I'd be like, yeah, I could be pretty decent. I don't really feel like it. Or like, you know, singing. People could be like, oh, I could never sing well. But, you know, like, have you ever taken, you know, singing lessons? Have you ever watched tutorial videos on YouTube, etc.? Also, can be painful to be a beginner. When you're really exposed to people that are extremely good at it, you feel kind of pathetic. That is also true. I think, yeah, that's like a thing with art as well. Like, a lot of people, their eye for, like, determining what is good art is, like, usually better than what their ability of drawing good art is. Because, like, you know, you've seen so much good art before, you know what good art looks like. And then you're like, you start drawing and you're like, oh man, why does my art not look like my idea of good art? And then you're just like, well, what's the point? Why would I even bother doing this? And then they give up. Anyway. That's just the thing. I don't even know how I got on this topic. Just rambling. Saying things. Guys just out here saying things, man. Doing things. Learning about various things. So if you're learning, what's the most recent thing you learned that's cool? That you would be like, this thing is so cool. I sure am glad I learned this cool thing recently. Here we go. Didn't I greet you already? Weren't you here at the beginning of this stream? You were. How did I remember that? You were in fact here. I can't greet you a second time. You can't just say hello midstream. You were. And I remembered. See, if I was someone else, I would have been like, this person saying hello, I gotta greet them. But no. I remember. It's like I definitely greeted this guy. And change the emoji color and I can't change it back? What do you mean emoji color? What do you mean? Oh the skin tone? I see. Oh wait, oh that's what that is. I looked at it and I was like, what is that? Just a different skin tone waving emote. You gotta go into the settings. You gotta change the options around, you know? You have to do it. Oh yeah, I should hydrate. So true, I should in fact hydrate. Anyone out here hydrating? Me. This is when you say OMG me and then you hydrate. Alright. Kind of disappointed. No one said OMG me and hydrated. Disappointed. No one now here is even hydrated. It's only me. Imagine being the only one hydrated. SMH. There you go. Didn't even drink water. Man. You know, that's one of the mannerisms I got from Northern Lion. OMG me. That's a thing that people used to say. He used to say a lot of times, he would say, who up doing whatever. You know that thing? It was actually before people started saying it a lot. He was saying it a ton. And then every time he would say it, everyone in chat would go, OMG me, and then they would post this smiley face. That's where I picked that up from. Yeah, you know how I say so true sometimes? I also got that from Northern Lion. That's surprising, right? So true, that's just a statement that everyone says. He used to say it a lot. People in chat used to say it a lot. I say that a lot because of him. OMG me, so true. What are some other mannerisms I got from him? Like a lot. A lot of things. Such as what though? Such as what? I don't even know. I'm sure there are some. Just can't think of it right now. That guy. Classic guy. One of the guys of all time. The goats. The guy of all time. That's him. This two's gotta be there. And then what? And then what would you even do? If you were in this situation and you could do something, what would it even be? You had one shot, one opportunity. However the rest of that phrase goes. Where? What even wouldst thou do? You got the 2, you got the 6. Let me look this up. Eminem, one shot. What does he say in this song? Eminem, lose yourself lyrics. You had one shot or one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment. Would you capture it or just let it slip? Yo, they included the yo in it. Of course, they have to. It's part of the lyrics. Okay, what do I do here? What does anyone do here? Then we go to a store. It's like, what are people even doing here? What's even good in the neighborhood? Oh, you know something I realized recently? Remember on Wednesday when I forget if it was on Wednesday, but like on one of the days of my streams, when I was talking about how like, oh yeah, you know, people can run on all fours and it's like considered to be potentially more efficient than running on 2 legs because you spend more time accelerating on the ground. I got recommended another one of those videos on YouTube. It was like a guy from Japan and they have like these tournaments for like 4-legged running, and it's like, oh, he's running really fast, and they were like, he spent many years running on all fours, and then we did some analysis on him to see like what effects they had on his body. And I was like, they found that his wrist strength was a lot stronger. They found that his shoulder muscles were stronger or whatever. And I was like, that's cool. And then like I checked the comments and it was really weird. I was like, huh, this is like everyone is like making fun of him. Like not in the sense that's like, oh, this guy's weird for like running on all fours. It was like apparently there's a community of people that do this, but they're like, it's like furry adjacent. And I was like, wait a second, what the it's like what is it called? Let me look up my notes. It's like, hold on, what was it called? Just a bunch of people that were like, oh, he's doing it improperly. He doesn't even curl his hands the way you're supposed to. He doesn't even have proper posture for this. And I was like, what's going on here? Why are there so many people that know this? And why do they all have furry avatars? And then I thought about it. I was like, oh, I guess, wait a second. I guess that kind of makes sense. They are animals. I guess there would be a bunch of people who like to run on all fours that aren't necessarily doing it for efficiency reasons. I never thought about this. But then there's like an entire community of people that just do this for fun. It's also like not entirely related to people that do it, you know, because they think it's cool. I don't know. Anyway, it's a whole community I did not know of. And now I'm aware of it, and now you are as well. Now you know this community exists. And I don't know what you'll do with this information. You're just like, oh, that's interesting. And then you just go about your day. And that's how we live our lives. It's gotta be a 1 though. Literally has to be right there. Can you believe this is the first Picross puzzle we've done today? 35 minutes on this. Time really is adding up, huh? Soon we'll be left wondering, how do we spend so much time doing these things? When it's like, you know, 50 years from now, you're like in a retirement home, you're like, what happened to my life? What did I spend so much time doing? And then it's like, oh, it was all those Wolfie streams. Spend all the— wait, this is wrong. This is not even— hold on, this can't be here. This 6 can't possibly— if this thing is here. What the heck? What? Wait, what? No. No. Wait. How could this be? How is that possible? How is this even possible? The 1 and the 1. The architect and the builder? You know the lights in my house are starting to flicker? Like that thunderstorm? What the heck? If I lose power, or my internet goes out, That's why. Thunderstorm. Sometimes, you know, it doesn't happen very often. But, you know, sometimes when I see the light flicker, my internet goes out for like hours. It's not because of my house. It's because if there is an electrical problem in my house, it probably means the ISP nearby also is having issues. So like, I feel like the last 2 times the lights have flickered like this in recent memory, it's always been followed by an internet outage, and then I look up online, you know, hey, anyone else having issues with this thing? And then I check on Twitter, and it's like, oh, I can't believe this ISP is down again. Welcome Genjin Goomba. Is my house not up to code? I don't even know. I don't even know, man. It's probably fine. Probably totally fine. Electricity, what even is that? What even is electricity? You see that meme that was like, if you could go back in time and explain to the ancient Egyptians everything you knew, or whatever, and they're like, maybe it wasn't Egyptians or something, they were like, oh yeah, what is electricity? And then there's a guy sitting on a rock from the modern day, and he's just like, I don't know. How do we make electricity? I don't know. Go back in history. How can you even explain things to people? Like, think about it. We go back in time, we can explain so many things. We can expand their knowledge by so much. And then they ask you practical applications of things. It's like, I don't know. I only have surface level knowledge of things. What is the most useful thing you could personally tell them? It could be like, hey, I know, like, you don't exist. I know the website Twitch doesn't exist yet, but, can you pass this down to your ancestors, like, you know, for generations, that eventually when Twitch does exist, there's a streamer who will eventually be called, Wolfie, but then someone took his name, so it's Wolf's. Make sure you check out his channel. Be like, I don't know what this means. What is a channel? What is Twitch? But yeah, this guy told us to do so we might as well. And then it'll go down in legend. Washing your hands, so true. Make sure you use soap. And they're like, what is soap? You're like, it's just a thing that helps you wash your hands. It makes it cleaner. And they're like, how do you make soap? You're like, oh god, I don't know. I don't know, man. Soap, freaking, animal fat or something. But like, what animal fat? You're like, I don't know. What's the manufacturing process? How long do you have to put in the water? It's like, I don't know, man. It's just made for me. And they just make it in the factory. And they're like, what's a factory? Oh man, I don't know. Wonder if you get to change your name if you get employed at Twitch. Maybe. Does anyone know that artist Yuna? Does she work at Twitch? I saw her in Essie's chat, and she has like an admin badge. Is she a Twitch employee? +2. Yeah, they're just asking questions. And I'm like, I don't even know, man. What even is society? Did she decide to put it on after all? Did you know she is an employee? Imagine being a Twitch employee. Never seen an admin badge. I've seen many. I've seen them in Northern Lions chat. I've seen them... wait, where else have I seen them? Besides what I just mentioned, I've seen them in other chats. I've seen one of the followers of my channel be an admin, but he's never shown up. I got followed and I was like, what the heck? This person has a badge. I don't even remember their name. They've never shown up. They followed. It's probably other people. It's just like a big wrench with a black background. Okay, what's wrong here? Obviously this is wrong. assume this is also wrong. But this is probably right. This probably goes here. The 3 goes there. These are not here. 3, well, wait a second. The 2 goes here. The 2's gotta be there. The other 2. Okay, well, this is not correct though. This could not even be right. What the? What the heck, man? You go back in time. You tell them about programming. It'd be like this thing. Russ, you gotta go back to the developer of C. It'd be like, you gotta improve memory safety. Don't you know how many bugs are gonna be caused by this software you're writing? I don't know. I don't even know what you're talking about. Also, the fact that, like, if you go back in time, and, like, let's say you did have knowledge, right? How can you, like, how can you get people to trust you? Because you're literally just some guy, right? If some guy just showed up today, and they were like, hey, I'm from the future, and I have all this knowledge of stuff, you probably would just think that he's crazy, right? You'd just be like, this guy just makes stuff up. I don't know, I don't even know who he is. He's just saying things. The same thing. If you were transported back into ancient times, they would probably kill you. They'd be like, you know, this person is like, I don't know, he's scary. If you went back into the time of like the Salem witch trials, they'd be like, this person's a witch or a wizard or whatever. They claim to be from the future. They have knowledge of future events. I find that hard to believe. Okay, maybe this is... Wait, this can't be wrong. This has to be there. Then, like, what even is this? Nanodan would blast the Egyptians with light. I think you're God. Welcome, Resetter. You mean like with a flashlight? Or like your phone camera? What if they would just like kill you after that? Be like, how does this guy have this power? What if your phone runs out of electricity? If the battery dies? And then they find out that you can't do this anymore. You're like, oh man. Now they don't believe me. Now I can't prove to them how good I am. Then what? And then what do I do? What do I do here? Power saving mode? Yeah, but like eventually it'll run out. Now the correct answer is to bring a solar powered battery. But then I guess even then, batteries don't last forever. Rechargeable batteries, they have like a certain lifespan, so like eventually it would run out. And like the solar power, like the solar panel eventually like erodes. The quality declines. And like unless you know how to repair it, or like, you know, create it. And like really, there's not too much you can do. Do your best to make it last. I guess, I don't know. I'm sure there are things you can do. And then even then what? Then what do I do here? I'm like so close to being done here. I don't even know. It's not this. Because like if it was this, then it can't be that. But like what if it was, it can't be that. What if it was actually this thing? What if this was not there? And then this goes down. But then it can't go down. So if that doesn't go down, then like where could it even go? It can't, it's got to be there then. And if it goes there, then it's got to be, oh frick. How did he do that? What is this? Fish. I know it. Clownfish. How did he know? How did Wolfie know that this was a clownfish? That's Nemo. Finding Nemo, that's him. We found him. That's him, John Nemo. Nemo, isn't that the guy? So true, Wolfie. That is in fact the statement. Isn't that the guy? You could say that about anything. Be like, oh, John, isn't that the guy? Like, what guy? You know, the guy. Joanne, isn't that the guy or what? No. What are you talking about? That's the guy. That's just it. Or her, I don't know. You can't just say, isn't that the guy to everything. Jonathan, isn't that the guy from the thing? Isn't that the guy from the media property? So true. So true, Wolfie. That is in fact the guy from the media property. Which media property? I don't even know. One of them. There's got to be at least one, right? Media. What about the other word? What about you? What about Udia? Media? What about vegetarian? That doesn't make sense. Meat? Like, it kind of sounds like meat. No, that doesn't. Wolfie, come on. You're just saying words now. This guy's just out here saying words, man. What's he even doing? He doesn't even know. He doesn't even understand the concept of comedy. Do you all understand the concept of comedy? What's your favorite part about comedy? Oh yeah, you like comedy? Name every comedic joke. I like the joke where the guy says the funny words. And then we all laugh. We're like, haha, that guy sure did say some words that were funny. Totally appreciated that. Did I welcome X-Tag? I don't think I did. I gotta check. I have to check. I did not. That was in fact your first message today. Welcome. Favorite part of comedy is when it subverts my expectations. What's the best expectation you ever had? As always says, I like myself, thus I am also my favorite joke. Is that true? Is that true, though? I feel like many people nowadays, they don't like themselves. And I think that's sad. Isn't that sad? People are just like, oh, I hate myself. I hate this thing. You know, you can't really... I don't know. Whatever. Things... Society really does be happening. Society do be happening, though. At a rapid pace. Always. Constantly happening. Whether we wanted to or not. It is out there. It will get you one day. Society? We know. One of my favorite expectations is the meaning of words, which is why puns are funny. I feel like puns are very polarizing. Some people love them, but then like some people really hate them. You tell a pun joke and people are like, ah, freaking this guy, I hate this guy. This guy doesn't know comedy. Pun, oh, he think this is funny just because this word sounds like another word. It's cringe, man. I like puns. I think puns are good. I think they're great. I think they're grape. That's a word that sounds like great, but it doesn't mean the same thing. That's why it's funny. That's not even really a pun. It's just like a word. If I hated myself, I probably would have suffered much more. Classic. Classic moment. Everyone's always saying this. What was I talking about? Comedy. I was talking about comedy. Yeah, what's the deal with comedy? Is this a cockroach? No, it's like a house. It's a... Oh, it's a bat. You know what I've been using recently? Bat. The program for the Unix tool known as Bat. It's a cat, but with wings. That's literally what they call themselves. I've been using it. It's pretty nice. Pretty cool. It is neat, right? It's got syntax highlighting. Looks good. Looks nice. Okay, this one has to go there. You got the 1, you got the 7. The 1, the 7 goes up. Always is out there going up. Just like the stocks. Stocks, like the grass. Oxide is definitely my favorite new style utility. Yeah, I've been using that for years. So good. You don't have to remember directory name. You just type Z like that, something, and then it just goes there. It's like, wow, that's great. Good times. Remember having to type things. But like, yeah, I remember them. I just don't want to type them. Just don't want to like go to the path. The 1, you got the 8. The 2, you got the 8 going up. It has to be right there. Yeah, that's totally. Definitely for real. Everyone understands this. Yes. I wonder how many people actually understand. This is like such a specific conversation. You're like, who here even understands? We're talking about bat. They're like, what does he mean by bat? I just saw an animal. And he's talking about command line tools. It's talking about jumping to directories based on prefixes and like parts of the name. I don't even know. What are they even saying? He's just saying words at this point. It is true. That is so true. But then what can you really do about it? What can anyone even really do about things in general? Welcome, a random Asian guy. Another chatter that has only ever posted emotes. Same thing as fuzzy completion in Vim or in general. Doing that on code is crazy. What? Fuzzy completion? That's thing. That's a thing. That is in fact thing. That's wild. We have advanced so much as a society. We can accomplish so much now. And I think that's cool. I think it's cool that we know things that we did not know many years ago. Who agrees with this? Hot take, I think it's cool that we know information that we didn't know in the past. I know many people are going to cancel me for this, but I personally, I'm just kind of different. I just think knowledge is cool. especially if we didn't know it before. So like, you know, that's just how it is. I'm just like, you know, that's just what I think. Anyone else agree? Anyone relate to this? Oh, here we go again. Wolfie's just saying things. Something like VK debug utils message. What the? I didn't know that. What are you talking about? What are you using to complete those things? Oh, do you mean like in the, whatever the LSP thing is for completion? One of those snippet completion things. Yeah. That's a thing. Oh wait, this 4, okay, this 4 has to be here. There's literally no other possibility. I should have known this the whole time, man. Not even snippet. Or like what? LSP. Well, I guess that's what I meant. I guess snippet has a specific meaning. I just mean, yeah, the thing that shows up at the bottom. Not at the bottom, but like where you're typing and then it's got the thing. Yeah, that thing. Those things. We humans in general might be happier knowing less things. See, that's what I was saying. Someone's gonna disagree with knowing more things is cool. But like, you know, it depends on the things. Depends what the thing is. Okay, what else can I do? What else can I do here? You got the 3 and the 5. You got the numbers and also the letters. The 1, 1. No, that's right. The 1, 1, 1. The 4. Oh, this has to be here. Dude, it literally has to be right there, though. Dude, it has to be. Well, I don't know what I'm saying. It's gotta be a 1, though. That also must be a 1. Then what? And then... should one post the post stream thing on Twitter? I don't know what you mean by this. Sometimes streamers list everyone who rated them after the stream and scares me. I don't do that. I mean, you could if you want. I just have no interest in doing so. I don't mind when people do it. I just don't do it. But I could if I really wanted to, I could, but I won't. I'm like very minimal on my social media usage, like in general. I just post my going live tweets, and then like, you know, then it's pretty much it. Cause I got nothing else to tweet, cause I talk about everything on stream. I know people, they'll tweet about stuff and then they'll talk about it on stream. They'll interact with other people and they'll be like, oh, look at this thing. Look at this tweet I saw. They'll be retweeting things. I don't do that. Imagine retweeting things. I probably could do that. But like, I don't know why I don't. I do mind because I feel bad that I don't. Why do you feel bad though? Because most people don't do that. And if it makes you feel that bad, why don't you just do it? You could just do it. Posted marbles off stream on Twitter. Were you playing marbles in real life? I don't even know what to post on Twitter. Like, what do people even do? I don't know. Every time I like post on Twitter, I'm just like, this feels stupid. Social media just feels stupid. like it. Got the 1, got the 2. The 1 over there. That's a 1. I'm not even social on social media. I know it's like for socializing, I don't even socialize on there. I feel like the most recent time I socialized on Twitter was when I saw like a trending tweet by Shindigs. And he was like, oh, there's like, I don't know, cavemen and dinosaur VTubers. Sorry, specifically about dinosaur. Dinosaur VTubers should do a thing where they announce something big is coming and then like it's a meteor and then it kills them and they graduate. And I'm like, this sounds literally like what NanoDan has been talking about for months. But he never tweeted it and it never became super popular. But I was like, that's him. That's NanoDan's thing. And then I quote retweeted it at NanoDan and it was like, this is you. He was like, so true. That was the most social media socializing I've done in maybe like the past year. Pretend this is me hosting a video and not my Twitter. What's this? Marbles off stream. That is, in fact, a marble. Did you do that? Did you create this? It's kind of cool. That's a pretty cool shape. Anyway, anyone out there socializing on the social media? Straight up posting on the social media, and by it, let's just say my tweets. So true, Wolfie. I understand that reference. That's a reference to that other well-known post that everyone refers to. Good times. Good old tweeting. Okay, what can I do? What can I do here? I got the 1. Got the 2, 1, 4, 1. This one's gotta be. This one has to be the 1. Many people are saying this. It has to. You would not believe this, but it is there. It's a forest school, an outdoor educational facility on the local forest. What if someone finds that tree and doxes you? They're like, whoa, this is the tree stump I saw in Zoli's tweet. Now I know exactly the forest school that he was talking about. Why even post anything online? Posting any. What if Rainbolt finds you? Rainbolt is out there. He's like, tree stump. This looks like Germany, and he would be right. It is in fact Germany. It's right next to university. What the heck, man? I mean, I don't know. You've mentioned many times that everyone knows where you attend university. Like, I don't know. Does everyone really know? Or is it simply that you think they know, but they don't actually know? I don't know. Security by indifference. You know, that is kind of true about a lot of things, right? It's like, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that have information that is really, really easy to find, but just no one has bothered looking for it. You're like, oh, this streamer, you know, I'm pretty sure. No one knows where they live, but you know, like, if someone bothered looking, I'm sure there's a lot of stuff. But I don't know. Oh, this Wolfie guy, I mean, this guy, obviously. There's enough information to pinpoint his exact address. Definitely for real. All those times his zip code has shown up on stream approximately. Also, all this information he's told us about his job. Go find out. That's why threat models are gradual. Google has a bigger threat model than your farm next door. What the? There's no farm next door. You live next door to a farm? Okay, location, docs. Look for all farms. Zoe lives next door to this farm. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I know that's just a general reference. That's just a phrase that people say. The farm next door. Okay, the 2 and the 4. The architect and the builder. 7 has to go there. Shrimply has to... Shrimple as that. So shrimple. It's not there. We got the 5, the 2. We're almost done. Surprisingly, the distance to your local farm is less than you think it is in medium-sized cities. Maybe. Yeah, I wonder if I live near a farm. Like, I don't think I do, but like, what if there was one and I just didn't know? Hold on, farm? Farm. I'm just gonna look at the word farm. Yep, it does in fact bring up some farms. I don't know if these are actual farms or just businesses that have the word farm in their name. Oh, this is actually a farm. These are in fact farms. I mean, they're not that close to me, but like, they do exist. There's quite a few of them in New York. Alright, got the 2, got the 1, got the 2. They're not that close, but not that far away. So true. So true out here. Objects in mirror closer than they appear. Okay, we got the 2, we got the 1. That's not there. Then what? And this one's gotta be there. There, we got this one. That one. Alright. Usually it's like a last stop at a major bus line. That's 5 to 10 minutes. What is a griffin? Let's see. Walking. Googling farm makes me think I have just have bougie farms near me. Like pumpkins or strawberries. None of the big stuff. It's like if you live in a city, there's probably not that much space for very large farms. It's gotta be like very specialized things. Like maybe they grow potatoes. Or whatever. We're gonna do this. This one right here, this one looks simple. We got an 8 and a 1. It's right there. The 5 and the 1. Get that 2. This gotta be a 2. Literally has to be a 2. Some people might say to be or not to be. Is that really even the question though? And then you have people that are like, 2B, that's the character from Nier. I know that game. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. That's a totally different concept. 2B. Isn't that the website where you watch movies? 2B. 2B. Isn't that when something is tubular, similar to a tube? 2B. That thing's kind of tubey. Me when I see a tube. Tag yourself, I'm the tube. Haha. Tubey. That thing is so tubey. Tubin. VTubing. I don't know, man. What's this gonna be saying? Comedy. Tragedy. Is comedy simply not just tragedy? Me living my life as a humanoid pipe. Pipe. Guys out here piping. Why do they say this thing is piping hot? Are pipes hot? I mean, like, if there's warm water flowing through them. Hot water? But, like, what does it mean to be piping hot? Are pipes usually hot? Does anyone know? Is there any way we could find out this information? If only there was a way that we could search for information and have it tell us what the information is. You know what's messed up? This, recently, I was in the office and there was this food, right? And I was like, oh, I don't know what this food is. I wonder what it is. And then my coworker was like, I also don't know what it is. And you know what he did? Instead of Googling it, he opened up ChatGPT to ask it what it is. Like, why would you not simply just go to a search engine? Because, like, the search engine will give you images of what it is. And also, it's probably more accurate, right? It's like, okay, ChatGPT, what is this food? It's like, oh, it's this thing. I'm like, I want to know what it looks like. Why don't you just type it? And you have to, like, ask it. You have to be like, what is this thing? When you could just type the name of the food. It would just tell you. It really says a lot, huh? People out here dependent on AI for everyday tasks. Piping hot is from Chaucer? From the Canterbury Tales? What the? What did he mean by this? Piping hot? What is he even piping? What was the meaning of this? He just used it out. He didn't even mean anything by it. He was just like, yeah, this is piping hot. Yeah, obviously. Dang. There's probably a lot of phrases that are like that. Some guy just like chose something and it's like it doesn't really make sense. But, like, now everyone's saying it. It's like skibbity. It's not even anything. People are now saying it. It's just how things work. That's just how we live out here in this world. People out there choosing words. Other people using those words that have been chosen. Who will be the next one to invent a highly popular used word? Me. It's obviously me. Singeth brocking as a nightingale. The wafers piping hot out the glede. And for she was out of town, he proffered mead. Oh, so true. This guy's got bars. Do be saying words though. This guy is out here dropping piping hot bars. Classic Chaucer. Classic Canterbury Tales guy. Alright, well this is a guy. This is just a man. Sunglasses. That's what I meant. That's what I meant when I said this is just a guy. It's a guy face. It's his face right there. Okay, this is the last one. The for real last Picross of this stream. Not of all time, hopefully. I don't know why it's I don't know why it's had to say hopefully. It's definitely just on this stream. 2, it's right there. 2, it's right there. This one could not even be there. Must go this way. Also not there. Goes up, get this one. The 2's right there. The 2 must be there. The 2 must go on, as they say in this world. Someday there will be a last Picross of all time. Yeah, but like I don't plan on this being the last Picross of all time. But you know, you never know. That's why I said I hope not. Because like, you know, people could just be in tragic accidents. You could just possibly just never Picross. Maybe I'll like lose all my ability to Picross. I'll be like, oh man, Picross, I don't know, I'm just not feeling it. And then I never go back to it. Last logged in 10 years ago. You know, yeah, see you next Friday for Picross. And then like he's not even streaming Picross. And you're like, what's he doing? This is a loot. Or an avocado. It's a loot. Okay, that's not a loot. It's a totally different instrument. You know, let's do this one. I said that was the last one. Actually, that was not actually the last one. See, I lied. I was like, oh, this is probably the last Picross. It's not. This one is. This one is the last Picross of today. Like, for real. Actually, this one looks kind of hard. Maybe I don't want to do this one. Do I even want to do this one? This one seems... a lot of small numbers in this one. No, it's fine. This is totally possible. Here, the 4, yes, it's right there, yes. This is how we talk. Here in the country, yes. What accent even is that? I don't even know. What is bro even saying, man? Okay, let's say we got the 3 right there. You got the 2 and the 4, the architect and the builder. Every time I say like a noun, the noun and other noun, I think the architect and the builder. Isn't that kind of messed up? Memes, society. Stanley's out here just posting. 3. Oh, this can't be. This could not even be there. It is so true. They arrive calmly with a sense of purpose. Oh no, it is the dive rocket launcher. Take action regarding that individual. I'm the angry pumpkin. Okay, this is not that hard, actually. Sure, there's many people listening that are like, I don't know what he's just talking. What is he talking about? The architect and the builder? What the heck is that? Don't worry, I'll handle it. We got the 1, the 3. Refuses to explain. 1, 3. The 3 is there. There. The 3. Alright, what else could you do? Where else would we even go here? Streamer loses his mind on the stream. Saying words. Okay, maybe this is trickier than I thought. I probably should. I was just like, oh, it's a 10 by 10. How hard could it be, right? This one, you know, of all the 10 by 10s we've seen, I feel like this one is like on the trickier side. Like kind of tricky, a little bit. This one, could we tried that already? What if this was here? If this was here, we get the 3. Well, it could not be there. Okay, but what if it was here? What if it was in fact here? It can't be there. Okay, but what if it was here? If it was here, that's possible. Ballin'. Do be ballin' though. 2 and the 4, the architect. Shut up, Walter, shut up. Architect and the builder. Okay, we got the 1, the 2, 1, 2. It's gotta be there, right? 4 goes across. You got the 2. The 2 over there. 2, 3, 1. What? This gotta be. Okay, that's gotta be there. Therefore. Gotta be there. Therefore, what about there? 1. Bro. Okay, this one. Okay, we got the 1. Got the 2. This one. The 2, 1. You got the 1, 1. The 1, 1, 1, 1. 2. What's happening, man? The 4 is here. Could not possibly even be in this region right here. You know, if you thought it could be there, you are in fact mistaken. Mistaken. What about Mr. Taken? What about Given? What about Bird? Welcome, Conics. Got the 3, got the 2 right there. Look at that. No, 2 right there. Who would I know? Who would I guess? The 2 can't be there. Okay, it has to be there. And then and then this. Here 4, there 3. So true. Tarzan be like, therefore. Here 3. Oh, that Tarzan. Good old Tarzan. Not understanding grammar. The 2, we got that 3 right there. 3. 2, the 3, the 2. Okay, we're so close to being completed here. That's a 2. 3, got the 1. This is a Minecraft. This is a hammer. Yo, Northern Line reference? Hammer. Okay, okay. Let's kill this guy. All right. Let's end the stream. Bonk. You don't even get to see the bonk because it's the outro screen. Okay, Flag Day, Bourbon Day. We did get spoiled on this day. World Blood Donor Day, that is in fact today, as we learned. Bath Day, Monkey Around Day. Monkey Around, I sure hope they are. Because if the world did not have monkeys, then we would be kind of messed up, huh? Pop Goes the Weasel Day, Strawberry Shortcake Day. Let's do that one. National Strawberry Shortcake Day read. And we'll see who's streaming. Let's see. Twitch.television. We did that last year. I mean, it's objectively the most interesting one for raid message, maybe. Okay, who's streaming? Let us raid. What about... How about... I don't know. Why is this so hard to choose? There's too many people streaming, man. It's Friday. What about this person? How about this individual? It better not be ending the stream. Okay, let's raid. Let's raid Glooby. Glooby, who is streaming some Rogue Galaxy, whatever that is. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. I will be back tomorrow with the various games. It will be some Steam Next Fest demos. And probably also the usual connections and crossword and all that. Maybe we won't do like collaborative crossword, because like there are a lot of demos and I feel like I probably won't be able to check them all out, and then they expire like this week, so I'll do some of them. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will see you in the future at a different point in time. Yes. Now I have to sit here and wait for that raid to go. Sure is going. Okay, it is actually going. I will see you next time. Goodbye.